face. Hello? Excuse me. Niggas just stepped in the room. These niggas is widows, they don't get no room. We can't we gon' be blocked, they talking on room. Every night you get through. Yeah. We don't listen, we breaking the rules. You niggas is fools, against me you lose. You come in here flossing, I'm taking your juice. Your rappers is pussy, it sucks to be you. I'm taking your honey, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Your chick said I'm funny, now she wanna screw. She taking your money and she coming through. She pay for the telly and she coming through. I bust on her belly, she said I'm up too. I'm like, word. That's how she giving it up. So drink every drop like you sipping a cup. Your man calling reckless, I don't give a fuck. Cause he could get stuck, his head could get bucked. He think that he's lucky, he's all out of luck. Your shorty fuck with me cause I am what's up. Your girl says she love me, she dying to touch. And shit could get ugly, you dying, you touch. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your slut. Cause she said you what? She said you not tough. In 62 seconds, you already nut. When you eat a section, you don't make a bust. She said your crew lame and she won't want a bust. For real. Hello? Excuse me, niggas just stepped in the room.
What the fuck? It's your boy Worldarama, Grindhard Tv podcast. We are back for another Sunday. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's tuning in or who's gonna tune in and stuff like that. That intro music right there, that was the Devi Challenge. Hello, excuse me. I'm gonna play that full joint later on in the show, but that was me doing a little Devi Challenge. Hello joint. I think that record is so fire. I've been telling him that since a few months ago, since I've been seeing him out here grinding, doing what he do. You know what I mean? He repped the hood, Far Rockaway, Queens. It's a fucking fire song. He put it out there for everybody to do a challenge, and I jumped on it. That's the first time you really kind of heard me rap on one of the, drill type of joints. I rapped on some trap shit before, but that was like, I think kind of like one of my first drill rapping songs, and it was I think I did a pretty good job, even though I know I could rap over anything, but that was dope. So shout out to Devi, his singles out crazy, the videos on the show. Artists, I've been telling y'all for a long time, go to grindhardtv.com and click the Grindhard logo. It takes you right to my WeTransfer account, and you could upload videos and shit. So a lot of artists didn't listen, of course, so now I got a special deal where niggas gonna have to pay for the services. So you didn't want it for free, now you gotta pay. So you get an interview on my show, this show, and your video will be on grindhardtv.com. Just send that buck through the Cash App, $Worldarama, and then send your videos through the website, and then I'll schedule you an interview up here on the show. And that's what it is. So you try to give shit away for free, niggas don't want to jump on it, so now you got to pay. And that's just how it is. We're going to get into a couple of things, and we're going to talk about shit because there's really no special guest today. It might be some surprise people that'll pop in and out, but you know what I'm saying? I got some shit to talk about today. So along with me telling everybody about sending the videos to the site and booking your session on the show, about 2 weeks ago, I was at the Sun Goddess wine tasting, and the Sun Goddess wine tasting, and I met some of the representatives from Sun Goddess wine, because y'all know there's an episode out there already where I popped over a couple of bottles of Sun Goddess wine because I just wanted to show Mary J. Blige love. You know, I love Mary J. Blige. A lot of us grew up on her. You know what I'm saying? You could. Oh, is that my joint? Oh, that's somebody's joint ringing over there. Niggas' phone's going off. Please put your phones on silent. Please. Someone forgot his phone? Wow. Yeah, but like I was saying, I had the show with DJ Duke from Baltimore. That's my guy, DJ Duke, out there, and his artists. And we popped open a couple of bottles of Sun Goddess wine. We did a little taste testing on the show, and this was months ago. And I just so happened to be invited to the Sun Goddess wine tasting in Brooklyn. And I happened to meet the representatives from there. I met Mary J. Blige's sister. Shout out to her. And I met Nicki Minaj's mother because she was there. Shout out to her. And we've been talking about a lot of things, and you know, we about to get them on the show. They're about to come up on the show. They got some stuff they want to talk about, and we want to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Carol Minaj, and shout out to Mary J. Blige's sister, I think her Instagram is at the Real Wine Snobs, if I'm not mistaken. The Real Wine Snobs, because she's like a wine connoisseur, so that's why she called herself the real Wine Snobs, and she's the one that really handles the running the Sun Goddess wine. So we spoke and everything, and we're going to get them up here soon. So we'll keep y'all posted when they coming up. So if you have any questions about the wine, where can they find it at? If you're a retail store in different cities and y'all want to pick it up, y'all could ask all of them questions while we have them up here live. And Carol Mirage, which is Nicki Minaj's mother, they have an organization in the community where they're trying to like teach people like real estate literacy and a bunch of other different things. So we've been talking, and in the next few episodes we'll have Carol Mirage come up. This is Nicki Minaj's mom, so hand clap to that. You know what I mean? So Mary J. Blige's sister and Nicki Minaj's mother will be on the show. So back to what I was saying about dudes having to send their video through grindhardtv.com, cash app that bread, that $100, and we could schedule you an interview. You will be on the same platforms as these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's no joke. So if y'all, I try to give y'all spots for free, but dudes didn't want to do that. Artists didn't want to do that. People wasn't that serious. But there's a lot of people that I'm connected to that I will be having on the show. So, you know what I mean? When I offered it, you can always lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So now everybody gonna pay for that water now. So that's just what that is. But I want to get into something else. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? We was at an event. It was in this club. I don't even know if it was a club. It looked like it was like a abandoned train station or something like that. It was like an abandoned train station right in the Bronx. What is it, Parkchester? Right off of Parkchester, something like that? Hunts Point. It was like right off of Hunts Point. And yo, this shit on the outside, even on the inside a little bit too, but it's a dope hip hop event. It's called Bronxlandia. You know what I'm saying? Bronxlandia. Check it out. They got a web Instagram page and everything like that. And you could tell it's an abandoned something. Somebody abandoned it, but the way they hooked it up and had it look real gutter and cruddy, and with the stage and the whole big Bronxlandia sign up. Yo, it was dope that they did that, and I like how it was done. And I always support everything S.STREET Media do because it's home team. So I was there, and it was dope. The performances was dope. I didn't stay all the way to the end because we came kind of early, so we sat around for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Right? It was 4 or 5 hours. I happened to get a performance from one of my guests that was just here last week, Honey De Niro. She killed that stage. Was that like your first time back on like on the stage? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen you on that stage. You had it like you controlled the crowd because you already know what you're doing, but you seemed a little bit like nervous a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You was a little nervous on there and shit like that. And I peeped it all because I know you for so long. Yeah, that dress was tight. It definitely was. But you rocked it though with the Jordans and the dress. Like it was patent leather, right? That's what that's called. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Footage coming out on grindhardtv.com. I'll make all them episodes. And this is why I'm here today, because I want to talk about that show. I want to really get in depth with it and some of the performances, the location, which we just spoke about. And I also want to speak about this shirt that I got. It's called Protect Black Art. Now, I got this shirt from a living legendary guy, Shampoo. He's been doing street teaming, merchandising, and marketing for Def Jam and a few other organizations and businesses and labels for a long time now. And every time we see each other, there's always love and respect. But he came up to me and gave me this shirt. And when he gave it to me, he was telling me that this is the shirt that's behind the whole Gunna and YSVS, that's Day Joint, but VSL, is that Young Thug's thing? I think, yeah, YSL YSL is Young Thug's label, and that's the label where they consider them a whole gang, and they're now arrested, Gunna and Young Thug, because they were supposed to be at Summer Jam, because I was at Summer Jam, and they wasn't there. So everybody knows that they're locked up, and these shirts are supposed to be like the free them type of shirts, protect black art, because some of the stuff that they were saying in them records, police linked it to other crimes that they had going on with another rapper from out there, where there was a lot of back and forth shootouts and, you know what I mean, fights and stabbings and different shit like that, right? So I'm going to be the devil's advocate on this one, right? Because I'm an artist and I don't want nobody coming after me for shit that I say on my record. But am I at fault if I'm on records talking about how I murdered a nigga or shot at a nigga's moms or robbed a bank when I'm already investigated for doing that? Like, if I know I shot that nigga and police is possibly looking for who shot that nigga, or I robbed a bank and I know police could be looking for who robbed that bank, or it's already said in the neighborhood that a nigga mother got shot in the leg, nigga shot up his nigga house, and a nigga moms get shot, and you get on a record and you talk about shooting a nigga moms, you should be quiet about that shit. So again, I'm an artist and it's about protect black art. But at the same time, if I tell on myself, am I supposed to have mercy for that? Is there supposed to be mercy on me for that? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's where the womp, that's where that was supposed to come in at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one of them. It's one of them. I don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think you press it, it goes, and then you repress it so it could go off or whatever. But there's no way in hell that a nigga snitches on himself and then now we're going to talk about free this person, free that person. I feel it's not fair that your lyrics will be used against you in a court of law, but at the same time, being a black man in America, things is just not fair. It's not. I don't know about y'all, but the age that I'm at right now, I have come to conclusion that I'm not going to get away with everything that fucking Brett is going to get away with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get treated like how, you know, Tommy is going. I'm not going to get treated like them. So you got to move differently than them guys. And if everybody just celebrated Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel coming home because they stood tall and did their time and came home. But ultimately, them guys went to jail for talking about shit in their records. Aside from doing the crimes that they was charged for, you know what I'm saying? Aside from them doing the crimes that they was charged for, they still told. When you said for Tree, we some hot niggas, like I told Tay Shiesty when I shot niggas, like to see him twirl and he drop nigga, and we keep them 9 millies on my block nigga. And Mozzie got it on him, he's some hot niggas. Like, Tone Low, get busy with them shots, nigga. We gonna run down, you gonna catch a shot, nigga. I just caught a body about, like, nigga, you told on yourself, boy. The fuck? No matter how dope that record sound, you told on yourself. So from them knowing that, and their whole case being so popularized, and they all went to jail. Mind you, this was 7-8 years ago. Because from what I understand, them niggas had split 14 years, so one wouldn't get more time than the other, which is honorable for them to be out here doing what they're doing. And they came back, and now they winning. 7 years later, though, a lot of you guys don't have that time to do. Y'all don't even have that in you to do that time. For real. Now, the whole YSL situation, it's sad that y'all had to be taken down under them circumstances, but how many guys was already taken down from saying shit that they did in their records? I don't understand. Like, when y'all in the studio, do y'all not think about the Bobby Shmurdas? Do y'all not think about the Tekashi 6ix9ines? Do y'all not think about these guys that went through that already and went down off of doing shit in the name of hip hop culture? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. So when Shampoo gave me this shirt and he told me what it was about, the first thing that came to my head was a light bulb. And I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to address this situation. So now I'm going to address the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like artists, we shouldn't be judged on the things we say in our records. But personally, if you know for a fact that you did some shit and then you rapped about it, knowing that that case was still active, then you're an idiot and you deserve whatever you get. And that's just what it is. And that's my opinion. You know, everybody has an opinion, but if you are a rapper and you are out there and you and your cronies are doing crimes and you rapping about those crimes in specifics, meaning that if a nigga mother gets shot and it's in the whole news and neighborhood that a nigga mom's house got shot up and she got shot in the leg, and you on records talking about, I told you I shot at your mom's, I shoot your mom. Now you in jail and those are one of the charges, and now you want to talk about, oh, you can't use my art against me. No, homie. You done fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. So this is my opinion. You know, everybody has their own opinion, and I wouldn't want my lyrics used against me, but at the same time, I wouldn't be talking about active crimes that I was involved in that are being investigated in my current songs, knowing that my shit gets millions of views off the rip. You think fans is the only ones listening to crimes or listening to your music? Police are listening to your music. Feds are listening to your music. And you know who else is listening to your music? Those same YouTubers that's making whole videos about all of your beef that they're piecing together from all of the stuff that y'all talking about in y'all records. This is how a lot of y'all niggas is getting bagged. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you have certain guys, like I don't really know the names of them, but when I'm scrolling through YouTube, I see there's one guy, it's a white guy, he makes whole videos from piecing together all of y'all lives, y'all songs, the videos, shit that y'all say, they investigate and they make a whole story. Because there's some smart motherfuckers out here. Like, them private investigators are not just people that work for law enforcement. They're regular people. So if you put enough out there on your live post, on your Instagram post, on your videos, in your records, niggas could easily piece together what happened. Whether it's true or false, once they put that little YouTube channel together, because they got to release videos constantly, so they're going to keep posting off of what you saying, and that controls the narrative for when you go in court. How don't y'all know that? After Bobby Shmurda, Tekashi 6ix9ine, what's the nigga, the Gorilla Gang nigga, Casanova, it was a lot of rap crews that went down from them running their mouth in their records and talking about shit on their lives. And yo, a lot. Police is investigating. Police, if they don't have somebody snitching, a lot of shit wouldn't get solved. Oh, so they try to come after they. Oh, okay. Yeah, but dudes wasn't listening. Just like when you know what? And I don't want to change the subject and get into that, but it's something that I want to say about that too, because Jay-Z, it took him a while himself to understand the fuckery that he was putting out there. Because you could tell from when he first came out and he was talking about just fucking bitches and dissing bitches and doing all this wild shit, selling drugs and fuck everything else, and boom, boom, boom. And as he got more into the game and started learning, he started realizing, you know what? I'm talking all this reckless shit on these records when I could be really uplifting my peoples. And that's when he started talking about fuck all of these sports clothing wear and shit like that. Let's clean up and be grown-ups. And that's when he changed that look with as far as like wearing dress clothes now and not just, you know, street apparel and how they perceive us to be. And then after that, when he went through his whole shit, then he started talking about how I shouldn't have been rapping about 4, 5s, and 6s, Beamers and Benzes and all of that when I should have been talking about buying up this real estate and shit. I wasted so much money on cars and fucking off when I could have bought up these same blocks that are now have 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and $8 million brownstones on it. When we could have afforded that shit back in the days when it was only $250,000 and $500,000 to get them. We could have bought all them shits up instead of spending all that money on these fucking cars and these chains and shit. They could have been investing that money in that and owning this shit now like the Jews do. So it took him a while to start realizing and understanding because he spread a lot of the fuckery too in his rhymes, telling his story. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. There's people out there that feed into that and want to hear it. But then once a person get wise, it's going to be hard to switch people over to want to start seeing this truth now. You know what I'm saying? And it is. There's still people out there that ain't fucking with the new shit he's saying. Like, you know what I mean? He's not the biggest rapper out. He's the biggest executive that was from being a rapper, but the kids ain't really paying attention to what he talking about. Yeah. Yeah. To them, they like, oh, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I mean? Kanye West is getting there too. Like the kids still fuck with him because he's, collaborating with Fabio Foreign and all these people. But like a lot of the young kids like, who does that's just the nigga with the sneakers. Like with this shit he talking about, he crying about his wife and all that. Like, fuck that nigga. Right. Yeah, like motherfuckers like, nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Yeah. Well, in case y'all ain't know, I'm talking to the producer of my show today. You know what I'm saying? We gonna surprise y'all right now. And it's Honey De Niro. She is on the motherfucking show. Surprise. I told y'all we gonna have special guests popping in and out. So y'all hear me talking to somebody. It ain't Styled by Poverty today. It's Honey De Niro. She wears a lot of hats. Today she got on the motherfucking New York Yankee hat. And just so y'all know, it's New York everything. Yeah. I mean, Giants, my bad. I got on a New York Yankee hat. Fuck am I talking about? The fluorescent joint. You know what I mean? But back to what I was talking about. You know, the YSL crew, man, y'all got some dope records and everything like that. But at the same time, I think y'all niggas done fucked yourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, y'all fucked yourselves. Y'all should have really learned from, again, the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, the Bobby Shmurda Rowdy Rebel situation, the fucking Casanova situation, there's them dudes from Philly. What's the guy from Philly that got like 40 years in jail? That was A.R. Ab. They used his shit against him. It was some down south niggas who they lyrics was used against them. It was a lot of big cases where major rappers had their vocals used against them in court way before these niggas made these songs. Yep. See, the thing about these stupid motherfuckers is that they ain't even worrying about the taxes no more because they could come easily get niggas for taxes because I'm sure all of these niggas making all these millions is paying all of their taxes properly. They're not. They're definitely not. It's too much splurging and spending for niggas to really be like paying for everything. Like it's a lot of money that's going unnoticed. The feds ain't really like watching that because the feds is looking at it as we could get these niggas off the street and send them to jail, where we now make money off of them in jail. Right. Right. Right.
You know, because I mean, we know about the streams, we know about the sales, we know about a lot of this stuff is fugazi. You know, it's not the numbers aren't really correct.
Right.
And so when all this money is being funneled through rap or through YSL or through these corporations,
Right.
and they get hit with the RICO.
Right. So that right there alone is fucking them up because all the feds got to do now is just call the Georgia State Police or whatever. Because I was looking at the whole case. The lady said that they've been investigating these niggas for 10 years. 10 fucking years that they've been investigating these niggas. So when they came after them and hit them with the RICO, y'all niggas not getting off. Y'all niggas not getting off. So for you to now shoot videos and you talking about shooting at a nigga moms, that your rival nigga who, again, those other YouTube channels that are watching everything you're doing, they put whole cases together already about that other rapper beef who you got. His mom's got shot. Her house got shot up. And now you get on a record and you talk about bragging about how I shot at your mom's. With all that demon time shit and all that. Like, yo, this shit is ridiculous, my nigga. Like, one of the episodes that I submitted to this new network, because again, we got surprises and shit. UBC TV network is about to launch again, do another launch with Grindhard TV on it. So now I'll be on, thank you for that hand clap. Grindhard TV will be on a lot of subscription TV channels. Glued is one of them. It's a couple of other joints, but when it rolls out and we do the whole launch, everybody will know because I'll be promoting this shit crazy. I'm keeping it under wraps right now because, shout out Peggy. She told me, it's coming. We're doing a big launch. Just, relax. We got everything. I had to re-edit a lot of episodes because, for major TV, you can't put a lot of people's websites and they're at whatever they at. You can't do a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It got to be formatted correctly. Certain things had to be done. So I was behind the scenes doing a lot of stuff to make sure that, when we do this launch, it's a go. And another thing that she said to me was that she really liked, because I submitted an episode when I was up here with Fundamentum, and she really likes this podcast type of setting thing. Like, that's a good look. So I'll be editing. And see, I'm telling you artists this, and y'all could listen now and listen later. If y'all don't know, y'all don't know. If I'm telling y'all to send me y'all videos and y'all fee, and I will play y'all videos on this show, and you'll get an interview on this platform. Like, this show is about to be on so much bigger platforms. And if y'all ain't hip to that, then y'all don't really want exposure. Because I'm moving, I'm grinding. Like, hey, yeah, exactly. If y'all niggas don't know, later it's going to be more. You're going to have to pay more later. So come fuck with it now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with it now while I'm talking about it. But, I don't want to change that subject. But, yeah, UBC TV Network is about to launch in another week or so with Grindhard TV on their platforms. And I submitted a few episodes there. But I'm always recording and filming. Like right now, this episode, this is live and it'll be up on SStreetMedia.com as well. But you know what I do? I take clips of everything. I mix it in with shit I'm talking about right now. And then I make another episode out of it to go on a major network. And you can be an artist here talking about your project and get your videos played on them shows. So I said it. I don't know how many times I can say it, but it is what it is. I'm not bragging. I'm just letting y'all know we out here moving. And if you want to be a part of shit, you know what I mean? We putting shit out there that's just going up. We up and we stuck like Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B too, because she just was in Gershon Projects the other day. Actually, I think it was Friday or yesterday. She's online really chilling with the homies and being in you know what I mean, out in the streets. She's outside. And I ain't gonna front, I kind of fuck with Cardi B about that because everybody knows she's a blood. So, when she in the streets, niggas gonna protect her with their life, which is cool. They supposed to. But ain't too many big stars like her really gonna be out in the hood the way she is. Ain't too many big stars like her is going to come and jump on the fucking parking lot stage at Summer Jam like she did. You know what I'm saying? So I got to applaud her and commend her for that because she's really keeping it, her feet 10 toes down to the ground. With a husband, a big rap star husband, 2 little new kids, a big old mansion, a whole bunch of endorsement deals, super millions in the bank, and she's still down, 10 toes down. So salute to Cardi B. I like your music. You know what I mean? I fucks with you. And yeah, I get those texts that you send me still. You know what I'm saying? When you dropping your new music and shit. I'll be texting you back, but I know you too busy to answer my shit. But I get your texts and all that. Word. But again, niggas, I want to say free Gunna, free Young Thug, but I don't want to see dudes locked up in jail, but I think if you tell on yourself and you get yourself there, you already know the system's not playing fair with us. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I know that. You feel me? I'm not a rocket scientist. You know what I mean? And you can't be out here getting all this fucking money, changing lives for your friends and your family, and now you out here incriminating yourself with crimes that is being investigated now as we speak. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it right there. That was Honey De Niro. She's like, once the fucking feds get involved and they hit you with the RICO, all of your accounts are frozen. So if you got a whole business being ran, eating off of your account only, or your family's eating off of your pocket only, and that's the only account that got the money in it, and nobody has no separate accounts where they wouldn't connect them to y'all, or y'all ain't got no money buried in the fucking basement of that big ass backyard of that YSL house. Yeah. Yeah. Because they're going to come and, they're going to come and RICO that house too. Yeah. You know what's so crazy? I just was looking at the latest season of Snowfall. Do you watch that? Yo, you seen the last couple episodes where the CIA deaded this whole 73 million this nigga had in the banks, seized it, took all his shit. This nigga going crazy. Franklin going crazy now because you was fucking with the CIA. And I think this story is about the real Freeway Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Because this is his story practically. And this is how I didn't watch the latest episode. I think it just dropped, but the last one before that, I saw it. And it's easy to see how you put people on and motherfuckers turn on you. You know what I'm saying? His uncle and his girlfriend, well, now his wife, he put them motherfuckers on, but they wanted their own shit so bad that they even went around his back to go to his connect, the CIA guy, so they can just buy from him directly. That CIA agent don't give a fuck about none of them. He just want to know which one of y'all niggas could sell this fucking coke that I could bring into America and bring me back millions so I could fund this fucking Nicaraguan war. Yep. Yep.
Like they have us pegged down to the T.
Yep.
That on television in these programs, they're showing you exactly how we do one another, and we don't do no different from what they do.
And that story's true. It may be a little bit of fabricated to make it more spicy, but Freeway Ricky Ross is out here telling that same story. He was that guy. He was Franklin. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's so intriguing to me about that show is because it clearly tells you how your own family member will fuck you over. You know what I mean? And all this nigga was trying to do was get them straight. Like, we selling all this drugs for the government. It could end at any time, but let's do this real estate shit and own this property legally so we could leave this shit. Fuck these CIA niggas because they don't mean us no good. But his uncle and his uncle's girl wanted to do it their own way. So when he realized that they fucked him and went straight to the plug and the plug agreed to just fuck with them, he was like, fuck this, I'm backing out now. Y'all want it? Have it. I already got this real estate shit with my lady and my moms. I don't want to do this shit no more. The CIA seized all his fucking shit after he went and made all this money for these motherfuckers and gave them the new plugs. Like my uncle and his wife, they was 90% of my fucking clients anyway. So now you got them, you don't need me. He still went and seized his money. Exactly. Yep. And he said that in that last episode. He said he was like when the guys, the CIA guy, his boss was talking to him, and he was like, "Damn, so you think you really got them wrapped around your finger like that?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm only the guy that made him rich, him and his family." He was like, "No, I'm talking about what you did to his father in Savannah, because he killed the nigga father. Because the nigga father was, you know what I mean? He was a flat. What's one of the dudes that's telling everything? Like a Black Panther dude that I don't care. I'm letting them know this CIA agent such and such, he's down with, got my son selling all his drugs in America and they funding the war. He ain't want that out there. So he went, killed the nigga father. And now the mother's working with another fucking organization to get the CIA agent killed, but it's jamming up her son. Like, yo, when they say money is the root of all evil, that's what they mean. Yeah. People will kill you over money that they think you have. That's why they always say, oh, you can look the part, fake it till you make it, right? You got niggas out here faking it till they make it. The other day, I went, because my car was in the shop. Every time I put it in reverse, something was happening. I think it was misfiring or something. So I put my car in the shop. I went and got a rental, right? The girl, anybody should know this. Maybe she just looked out for me, but just so y'all know, if y'all car's in the shop and you only you don't have full coverage and you just got liability, if you go to the rental spot with proof that your car's in the shop, they got to give you those insurance prices, them insurance rates. Because just last week I had a regular Versa, small little car. It was nice, but it was 2022, but they was charging $133 a day for them shits, when I usually get them cars for like $39, $40 a day. So when I went to the place, Enterprise, shout out Enterprise Rent-A-Car, because y'all looked out for me. Shout out the Inwood location in Queens. It's like the borderline of Long Island and Queens is on Burnside and Inwood. Shout out Enterprise, I appreciate you. And when I went in there and I told a girl the situation, my shit went from $134 a day to $39 a day. And always put the $8.99 insurance on your shit. So if your shit gets smacked up or whatever, you can just get out your shit and just keep it moving. They ain't gonna charge you no extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, car companies could hike up shit crazy, but the moral of my story is, when I was in there, it was a dude that was in there that was getting like one of them Chargers or something like that, or one of them muscle cars. So she was like, here you go, Mr. Such and Such, your car for the weekend. And all I thought about was, yo, these motherfuckers be stunting so hard. Because I be seeing all these niggas with all these fancy ass cars in the hood. And I'm like, yo, they dope. But how y'all niggas getting this shit? Like, not to be in your business and shit like that, but is niggas really getting money or is niggas fronting? And yo, niggas be renting these cars for weekends and shit. Just to look the part, I guess. They want to fake it till they make it, you know? And I notice a lot of people say to me like, yo, World, son, why don't you get a new car? Because I got the 06 Impala. I got an 06 Impala, one of them police cars. And I ain't gonna front. I be breaking mad rules and laws with my shit. But niggas be thinking that it's a cop car, so I be sliding. Because when I had that rental, I was nervous to do certain shit because I'm like, damn, this ain't the cop car right here. I might get pulled over with this shit. So I was waiting to get my shit back. Like, yeah, I could go through shit right on the side of the highway, do little shit that people would think, oh, that niggas fucking cops thinking they could do everything. When I'm not police, you know what I'm saying? But I got one of those Impalas that they have, so they be thinking that what it is. But niggas be like, yo, World, get you a new car. I'll be like, nah, I'm good with my shit. Like, my shit good, son. Like, I could keep getting my car fixed up till however I wanted to get fixed up. You know what I'm saying? But some dudes out there is either renting cars for weekends or a week or two, or they're leasing the cars, which is nothing wrong with leasing or whatever the case may be. But if you leasing like a fucking Benz or something like that, and your car note is like $1,000 or something like that, you really playing yourself, like, for real. Because there's so many other nicer cars out there that you can lease or have a car note on that's not really breaking your pockets. Right. I think people only should lease cars if you got it under your business. If it's under your business and you're not really driving around the country with it and you're just doing like really local stuff, that's how you should really lease cars. Like, other than that, yes, you know what I'm saying? And you could write it off on your business and you ain't running up the mileage too much. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you should go. But other than that, spending mad money on car notes and lease notes, like, yo, you're bugging, son. Like, don't cut it out. Right. Yo, you really must like tuna fish, huh? Oh. Oh, okay. I love tuna fish. I ain't gonna hold you. Tuna fish is mad good. You make it right with some pickle relish, egg, and some salad, paprika, and all that other stuff. Yo, tuna is delicious. I ain't gonna front. Toast it with some cheese, tuna melts. I know about that shit. Word. But yeah, getting back to what these dudes was doing, like, I just don't understand, man. Like, please, YSL guys, rappers, period. Stop killing each other, and maybe you won't have to keep ratting on each other in your lives and on your records. That's it. If everybody didn't have beef, then it would really be nothing to really be killing each other over, right? Like, is the beef that serious? Because the two guys who, the other rapper who Young Thug and Gunna and them had beef with from out there, it wasn't really nothing serious.
And that be the thing, like, from what I'm hearing, like, with these drill rappers in Chicago, that they do it for the kill.
Yeah, like, they want to kill. They want to see how many niggas there I could kill.
But it's crazy because then they rap about it. Or they
Tell on theyself. Tell on theyself.
So the end goal was to go to prison?
Yeah. The end goal was to get killed or go to prison. Because when I looked at the dude King Von death on camera, because his death was on camera. He talked about killing a lot of people, but your death was on camera, nigga. Everybody watched you die. You feel what I'm saying? Which is so ironic that you rap and talk about all of that and niggas gunned you down. He held on to that nigga, like Quando Rondo's man, because I think it was Quando Rondo. I think it was Quando, one of them. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and it's gonna tell you everything. Like, it's up there. He was clinching onto this nigga for dear life. Like, I'm not gonna let you kill me and get away with it. His mans didn't even want to run over to him because they thought that he still had the thing on him or whatever like that. You could see from the video, like, King Von is clinching on to the guy. I don't know if it was Quando Rondo or his man who's doing the shots. Like, I'm not letting you go. His mans was scared to come over to get the guy off of him because they figured that he still had the gun or he shot or whatever the case may be. And that shit is just foul. Even with Pop Smokes, like, I'm still so upset that Pop Smokes died. You know what I'm saying? Because he was such a talented artist. But look at all of this shit that he sang about and rapped about. You know what I'm saying? And this is why a while ago, Crazy Bone got online and talked about how the labels want rappers to talk about criminal activity and promote that because they know. Mm-hmm.
That with their deal comes these high ass insurance policies.
Yep.
And then they'll give you all this bread up front, but then the royalties, the label will get the royalties.
Yep.
Not only the insurance money, the royalties won't go to your family, they go back to the label.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it benefits the label for
A rapper to get killed.
Right.
It benefits them for them to talk the recklessness because the more poison that's spewed out there, the more poisonous activity is going to happen and the more black people are going to go to jail. So why not own? That's like a cereal company owning the farm with the cows. You understand? The record label owns the jails and they own the inmates. They sign these rappers and they push them to make criminology music for people to follow them and for people to go to jail. You understand? So that's like, yup.
And then they're gonna get your insurance policy when you die.
Yup.
And then they're gonna make money from your sales and your.
Yep, because once you go to jail or once you in the criminal court system and you getting all that free publicity from the media, your sales going to skyrocket. But you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. Because your moms ain't coming up to that record label and she ain't going to be saying, oh, so where's my son's money and blah, blah, blah. A smart moms would, like Tupac and the moms, and Biggie moms, they try to fight and like, yo, I know how much my sons is worth, and I know how much they're making. So they was there fighting. But how many rappers' mothers ain't doing it? They're not.
But then it's a dead issue because then they're signing these deals where in the clause it says if you die, we get the insurance money. If you go to jail, we still get publishing.
And we have the rights to promote your shit how we want to do it to earn our money back that we put into you. You know what? You know what though, honey? I ain't even gonna hold you. I think this is a reason why God made it to where we may have stayed independent for so long. It's a reason for this shit because
Some of this shit is just not. It's not even the music part. Some of this shit is just not meant
right.
for folks like us.
Yes. Yes.
We're not gonna have.
Yeah.
We're not gonna sign into certain.
Yeah. We're not bowing down to shit like that.
And we're not. It's not for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not for us. God forbid you put out the one record and you just say, "Yo, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna shoot your top off," and then you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. Then you have beef. It's just not. It's not meant for us.
Yeah.
It's just not.
I think I came to terms with that with my long extensive career in the hip hop game and it being independent most of my life. Although I didn't mingle with all of the big wigs and the biggest names in the game, like my career has always been an independent career. You know what I'm saying? And I always would wonder like, yo, why didn't I really get my shot? But as an eldersman now and understanding things, I realize why a lot of people fronted on pushing a button for me or pulling me under their wing to be in a bigger position. I don't want to say better because if it's bigger, that doesn't always mean it's better. You know what I'm saying? To put me in a bigger position than where I felt like I should have been or other people felt like I should have been because honestly, some of the fuckery that goes on in this game, I'm not privy to.
And you've been around. And
Yes.
You've been to these parties.
Yeah.
And you've been to events and you've seen some things.
Yeah.
You've seen some
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So,
And I heard some more things from credible sources
right.
that I know is like, that's a fact.
Right. And so even though you were in these circles or you were in this you were in the know,
Right?
you're glad to be an outsider because you don't want to be a part of that.
Right.
Because now you have social media, YouTube. Now you have these artists that was famous and made all the bread and lost it and made it again and probably lost it again. Now they're telling the truth.
Yeah. And they wasn't, some of the shit that they did was like,
I'm glad I ducked that.
Yeah,
I ducked that at 12 before the 2 o'clock hour hit and shit got crazy.
yep. Yep. So
I've seen some stuff, and I'm glad I was there, so I could tell my grandchildren, your grandmother was there,
yep.
and I'm good with that. Because some of that other stuff that goes on,
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'm cool with how my life then turned out. You know what I'm saying? I made my destiny the way I wanted it to be. And I'm still building it. Because as long as I'm here, I'm still building my destiny. And I'm cool with the way it went. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody say they want this fame, they want to live off of what they love doing, but are you really capable of handling it? Because I used to always get kind of like or feel a way when you see a rapper coming up in the game and he'd be dope, but then once he get there, he'd be like, oh, I wish I could give this back and why? And I can't do this no more. And then I'm like, nigga, you worked so hard to get there and now you finally there. Now you crying about it? You never understand really what they're going through.
Were you in on the conversation when we were talking about Lil Nas X?
What conversation was that? Let's talk about it now.
So the conversation about how when he first came out, he wasn't as flamboyant
Right.
as he is now, and it's crazy because I just saw a commercial, and in the commercial he has a pen with the fuzzy top on
Right.
it, and he's wearing like a belly shirt, and
Yeah.
it's just,
He's real. He's real.
extra.
He's
Just
real.
flamboyant.
He's real with it now.
So there's nothing wrong with being gay, right?
Right.
But now it's just like he's the most flaming, flamboyant, close to an Elton John type of style
tranny slash flamboyant.
And from when he first came out, and it seems like
He's doing it more for the
it
publicity.
seems more fixed than it is natural.
I think I heard somebody say something about him.
About it at the
Yeah, I think somebody said that he was doing it specifically for the flamboyant, because the industry is like so gay that the more gay that you are, the more they want to push you, the more they want to do shit for you. So I think he's doing it more so for that, because I just recently seen him at the Jingle Ball, because I'm really in with the D'Amelio family, and I saw him perform live at the Jingle Ball, and the performance was phenomenal. Like him and his dudes, they all was dancing, but they're too masculine and big, muscular guys to be dancing around in little silver tutus and stuff like that. Like, I think y'all just ODing now. Like, yeah,
I don't think it's a natural thing.
yeah.
I think it's forced. I think it's forced because the labels again.
I think it's past the labels now. I think it's him. He's fully aware that the more flamboyant and faggoty he can be or portray, the more further it would get him. Because I'm pretty sure so many executives coming up to him that's flamboyant themselves and they love what he do and, oh, you're so good. Mind you, they're really doing all of that because they're just trying to pacify a black man into being more of an obnoxious fucking sell their agenda artist.
I feel like in 20 years he's gonna be like, I was never really that gay.
I think he said that already. Honestly, I think he said that already. He said, like, I just do it all because that's what the media want. I don't believe that this strapping man is that flamboyant. It's not. Because when he did that Old Town Road joint, he wasn't on it like that. You know what I'm saying? He's getting more and more flamboyant. You being like a female stripper on The Devil. You tongue kissing dudes. You doing naked naked jail scenes. Like everybody can clearly equate gay men in showers in jail. But you have to do a whole scene where y'all are butt naked doing a whole choreographed routine in a jail scene. Like, you pushing that gay agenda just so hard that it's forced. You know what I'm saying? Like how people be out here trying to go viral and doing shit to go viral. He's already out there, but he's pushing the agenda so hard to try to stay on the top. Because
It's for the money. It's for the fame. It's for the
yeah.
So it goes back to what we were saying as far as like to happy to not be mainstream, because being mainstream seems to force things on artists that they don't necessarily represent.
Right.
And then in 20 years we're gonna get the YouTubes or whatever social media in 20 years is gonna be out. And then they'll be saying, well, I was never really that gay. I was just faking the label wanted me. We'll be getting the confessionals. We'll be getting
Right.
the Jaguar Wright interviews and, Mace coming out. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, just people coming out with their truths. Like, this was never really the thing. This is what's going on at the party.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me do something. All right, there we go. So this is how we gonna do this. Bing and bing. So since you practically co-hosting with me, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to formally give you your own screen so I don't have to keep turning my phone back and forth around, because we does this. And this is how it can be done. We just don't want the sound to be acting crazy. You know what I mean? So that's basically how this works. You feel me? Yeah. That's what it do. So, because I always try to figure out new ways to do shit and make shit happen and not have to do all this other extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we got it like that. I should just pass you a mic, but you're the producer today. But the same thing happens when Math is here producing. You know what I mean? Like I start talking to Math and we start asking each other's questions and we start chiming in on them. So I want to get back more to the fun land, the Bronx Landia thing now, since we talked about the YSL shit and all of the other stuff. You know what I mean? I wanted to go into some music, but I'm figuring since we right in the groove of this shit, I want to talk about it. So the Bronx Landia event was dope. And I was able to see you perform for the first time in a long ass time, and I filmed it. I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? You had the patent leather dress on with the Jordans looking crazy. I enjoyed it. You always been very fashionable from all your videos and everything and shit like that. But then after I guess the first openers went, you know what I'm saying? All the guys. I really like the dude Boogie Black. I like that song. You girl. Like I like that song. Word. Boogie Black, he do his thing, man. I like him. I should get him up here on the show too and interview him. Oh, the dude who had the little dreads or whatever. Yeah. His songs was all right too. Shit was fire. Mm-hmm. Right. Nah, he was dope. I liked his sneakers because I was gonna buy those before. So I seen the sneakers. I was like, oh, I was gonna cop them shits the other day. But the high top Pumas and shits was lit. But I liked his joint. And he was really getting into his show. Like he was dope. You know, shout out to him. What was his name? Some African joint. I got the footage. I'm gonna definitely check it out. And once I get back into it. Let me see who else was there. The dude Lazarus was good too. He was all right. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Yep. I got his performance. Lazarus. Who else? Free Guard got up there. He did his thing. Shout out Free Guard. You know what I mean? Like every time he does a show, it's almost like it's different to me. I ain't gonna front. I think last night, because sometimes when you go to certain places, some of his shows, people gotta like warm up to him. But I think that night in the Bronx, niggas knew what it was. And yeah. But his shit was just hitting that day. Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're listening to him, you're like, yeah. Then just his delivery is different, but it's always on point.
Yeah.
And so
then he got them beats that be rocking. Yeah.
That's what I really like about Freeze.
Yeah. And it was people in the crowd. I heard them. They was like, yo, his shit hitting. It was like he hitting. He was like, he got another one. They wanted to hear more. Cause every time he do a show, he'll do like 5 records back to back, but like just the hook and the verse. And then it'll go into another record. But it'll always be different. Like he must got at least 7 or 8 show tracks where the songs are different. You know what I mean? So right. So when I hit him, I was like, yo, son, you need to send me the videos to that new shit. Cause I took a lot of his videos off of his Instagram page, but I need the full videos. So he was like, oh, which new videos? I was like, whatever songs you performed last night, if you got videos for them, send them. Go to the grindhardtv.com page, go to the fucking WeTransfer, upload your MOVs, AVIs, or MP4s to me so that when I talk about you, I could edit and go right to your videos, my nigga. And everybody that's in the camp needs this exposure. And when I'm sitting in the crib, I don't be wanting to keep throwing my same videos on the shows all the time, but I will. Like, I fucking will. I will play my shits over and over again till you're sick of my shit. But I be wanting to throw on other artists' video that I fuck with and I like your shit. Throw it on. Right.
It was just hard. Like and we had the magazine. It was hard to get artists to just, and it was free. It was hard to get artists to just submit your music.
Right.
Submit your music. We're gonna play it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put you in the magazine. Simple. Where people had to pay for a quarter page, and they paying $300 for a little. You know what I'm saying? Quarter page.
Exactly.
Just submit your music. If it's fire, we gonna play it and we
Exactly.
You know, one hand washes the other. You helping us build our shit.
Right. And we helping you, giving you exposure. But it seemed like dudes is just not, and I don't want to say dudes, I mean women and men, artists, period. If you ain't smart enough to understand that this is an established platform here that's actually on another established platform that can plug you into a lot of things, you would want to be on everything that we trying to do over here.
You know, you say that it's like that with female artists too.
Yeah?
I found it very difficult. Like I always find it refreshing when another female is there, and it's usually like 2, 3 at the most.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of female artists, and you reach out to them like, hey, we got this going on. You know, when Matt did the show for the Bud and Roses event,
Right.
it's all females. No one wanted to perform, and I'm like, what?
What you mean nobody wanted to perform?
Like I was hitting up women, I was hitting up mad women that I knew, and I was just like, yo, is this platform over here? Come perform. Nothing.
And it was for free.
No, well, I think you only pay like $20.
Yeah, like that's kind of like free.
I mean, yeah, that right.
That's kind of like free.
Investment. I'm pretty sure your fan base want to see you
Yup.
perform.
More knowledge was good.
You know, get your music out there. It's a platform. Nothing. It's hard. I don't understand why. You know, social media is not enough.
I don't think, like, who said this? Was it Math that just said it earlier? Somebody? No, you know who said this? David L. said this on one of his pages because he always dropping jewels about artists and how he feel about artists. So shout out David L. and everything. He said that a lot of artists that's in the independent realm, they don't want to be in the bigger realm. Meaning like artists is cool with doing little showcases and shit like that, but when it's time to hit up Summer's Jam or the Apollo or big stages like that, that artists aren't ready. They're scared and they're not ready. So basically what I said to him is, being the devil's advocate, I was like, yo, bro, since you're connected with stuff like that, why don't you break artists and put their music out there? Like you're already finagling with a lot of the big time DJs. Don't just try to push the artist that you're working with. If you see an artist that you think is a dope fit or his song is ready to go, because he was like, yo, if I can't break an artist into mainstream, I'm giving it up. That was the whole purpose of this conversation. So I'm saying to you this. If you saying you going to give up, if you can't break an artist into the mainstream within the next year, why don't you stop pinholing yourself into the artists that you're only dealing with and them artists that come to some of your showcases that they paying you to be on? If you see somebody that's dope and they got a record that you know is a hit, because you've been doing this for a long time, by this time you have to be a good A&R by now. If you know that artist is dope, grab that nigga by the hand and take him. And if he blows, that's only your credibility.
And how are you not reaching out to artists?
They only worship. Go ahead.
It should go both ways. Like if I gotta reach out to you as a promoter, you should also as a promoter should reach out to an artist.
Yes, because that's how managers do it. Because he's managing a few artists. So if after all of this time you've been promoting certain artists and nobody popped yet, and you got niggas records on BET and all these platforms, then maybe you need to start looking at different artists. Or them artists got to go in there and make newer records. Because if you getting they shit played on the radio excessively and people not calling in for it and not requesting it to where they shit don't snowball effect on its own, then you need to go back to the drawing board.
Or create your own platform to be able to do so.
That too.
You can't even go to radio and TV without it being some bullshit. It's a forever turning thing.
Yes.
You know, we were discussing before. In order to even get into these platforms, you got to do something strange for a piece of change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so instead of going to a major route, if we are all in an underground realm, then make something major for the underground.
Yeah, that's like kind of what I've done. I formed Grindhard specifically with my nigga Inf Mega back in the days, 18 years ago, because BET and MTV wasn't playing our shit. So I'm like, yo, if I can't get my videos on their shit, then I need to get my videos out in some other way. You know what I'm saying? So the only other alternative was Ralph McDaniels, right? Right. Yes. But even after him, you get your joint on there, you have to have more. You know what I mean? That's just not going to be enough. That'll get you seen, but now you got to have more. So me forming this TV show that we put on in all the boroughs, at one point we was on in all the boroughs, but at least on average, we was at least 3 boroughs out the 5 coming on every week. Then we did the FM radio station back in the days, 89.9, some shit we did back. So we were just staying consistent, basically to push me. But it turned into pushing other artists because I was always out there searching for footage. And some of that footage was celebrity footage that I would mix in with me and other artists. So this is how that really came about, because we wanted a platform to where I'm dope. Why am I not getting shine on these platforms? Why they not putting my shit on there? I'm sending it to them, right? This is like in that single, My Flowers. All the major DJs got my music, but they never use it. And I put them all on Grindhard TV, so that's just some bullshit. If I'm promoting you on my platform and you coming to me, to my camera, and you like, yo, Grindhard TV, clearly you know my shit is out there because I'm tagging you in it when I'm posting it. So why aren't you playing my records? Because I gave you a flash drive. When I saw you, I gave you a flash drive possibly more than one time. So you got my music. You got my TV tracks, you got my radio, you got my dirty, all on that flash drive. I gave you everything. Specifically, I knew I was going these places to see these DJs, and I'm giving out flash drivers. Fuck a CD or DVD. Here's a flash drive that I know you can use, and you can put my shit on your computer and then use the flash drive for some other purposes you want to use. Why isn't my shit being played? So this is why I formed these platforms to where I'm like, oh, y'all niggas don't want to play my shit? All right, motherfucker. I'm going to play my shit. I'm going to get my shit out there. You feel me? And this is why I've been around this long, because I'm still doing music. I'm still, promoting the whole Grindhard situation. It's a platform for artists to also get shine on as well. I'll bring them up to the show. They'll be introduced to Math and the whole S.STREET Media Squad that does live events all the damn time. All the time. Aside from events that I'm involved with DJ Werdy Wolf and Blue Diaz and other shit like that. We just spoke about David L. He got events going on. Like, artists will come through this realm and be engulfed with shit that they wasn't privy to before they came around.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of those artists that have, or that is, utilizing S.STREET Media.
I see that you are.
And then, my relationships, building,
Right.
relationship with you.
Right.
I've done a David L. show.
Right.
And things like that. I just think artists just stop being, I don't want to say lazy, but
Stop feeling privileged. Like it's supposed to just come to you.
definitely that. I mean, I know being away for 2.5 years.
Right. Because, everybody know you was on the show. You said it. The whole cancer situation. You back in effect, looking better as ever. Exactly. But artists that aren't as seasoned as you is supposed to be doing that. See, you outworking these niggas. That's the thing. You coming in here and you outworking these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really just a relationship thing because, yeah, we all know you. But if an artist came in off the street and he was dope or she was dope and we wanted to work with them and they like it and they paid the little small fees that we asked for and they was like, yo, I want to come up to the show today, or what y'all got going on today, I'm going to come, or I saw it on your page, I want to come through, can I promote or can I get on the show? It's $25 or whatever, $50 light shit. Or can I do something around the studio or help out to where I could be a part of shit? Yeah.
Turns here and he's privy to a lot of the events
And he performs.
and he shows up. So sometimes it's even the initiative that you take.
Yeah.
And it could be a small initiative. It could be a simple repost. It could be, I see what you guys are doing. I like what you guys do. When I'm ready, is it all right if I holler at you?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just having a conversation that will lead to something so much bigger.
Or sometimes dudes just outwork other dudes. That's it. I mean, you getting outworked, then you getting outworked. When I always say, grind hard. Grind hard. It's not just a name, it's a lifestyle. You got to have that lifestyle to want to make it. You know what I mean? People always ask me, yo, World Son, I be seeing on your page, you everywhere. Yeah, I be taking breaks in between shit because I don't post everything, but I'm posting these events that I'm at because it matters. The social media era is big. This shit matters. So you got to show your activity. You don't want to give them everything, but you want to show that you involved at these events, you at these events, and me being Grindhard TV, which is a content-driven platform, I have to be at events to film. Have to. Like, a question for me is, damn, should I not go to this one tonight, or can I sit this one out? Because I know I have to be there to get some content. I always got to get content because I always got to make new shit.
Right. I think people should put this in their bio. Part-time rapper. Part-time singer.
Yeah.
You know, you part-time. That means, you know, you may put out music, you may not. You
Right.
perform, you may not.
Right.
You know, if you show up, we have a party. If not, then no one's going to miss you.
Right.
You know, if you're part-time, if you just play with it, you know, it's just something you like to do in your spare time, then let that be known. Other than that, you know, you can't cry about not getting any looks, or you can't cry about not being put on if you're not out there
To get exactly. Like they say, you're here to be used, not misused. And if you can't be used, then you're useless.
Kanye West put that in his book.
Well, he got that from Russell Simmons.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but
Right.
he put that in his
Yeah.
little book, and that was one of the things that stood out. And that first book he put out, like this small,
Right.
that's the name of it, but that was one of the things that stood
Yo,
out.
that's real. That's real. That's why two people that's working on something separately, it'll work with them working on it together because they putting both of their intelligence thoughts together on something. You know what I'm saying? The problem with that is that sometimes a person that's working on something may not have interest in what you're doing, and don't care or respect, because two people working together is always better than one. But it's just that two people working together, you have to now deal with that person's personality, their jealousies, their envies, the things that they have that you may not like wanting to deal with. You got to deal with that shit.
If there's a common goal, then get to the goal. Like there's no room for, if you're working and you're diligently working and you're positively working, then there's no room for jealousy or envy. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you don't have time for that because you're working. You're doing the job. You're doing whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have any time for it. So, but you know, that's me.
You're outworking a lot of people. That's all I want to say. For you to come back on the scene, well, I ain't never stopped. Like, even when you dipped for 2 years to take care of your health and everything, which I understand, I still kept going. I think at that time I was pushing the Hoffs. So I kind of put my, musical attributes on hold to push my sons, because at that time they was ready to go. And I don't think they realized how far I was going to take them until they started having a show weekdays, 2 shows on the weekend. We got to get back in the studio. We doing it. Then they started like, yo, whoa.
Well, I will say this. I don't expect everyone to be as strong as me, but I did put out 3 albums.
Right.
7 singles. So I did do some work.
Yes.
But if it's something that you love and you have a passion for, nothing should stop you
Nothing.
from doing it.
Some people just want to do it because they see other people doing it. Honestly, some people they have like a envious and a jealous mentality. So they'll see you doing something, and although they never had any type of idea of doing it, they see you winning with it. They want to do it. Oh, if this motherfucker could do it, I could do it. But yet you don't have the passion, the drive, the talent, or the patience of the know-how to go do that. And know how to go on social media and go to certain people's pages and see what's going on and pop up to the shit, or hit them up in the DM and say, yo, I want to perform there. Cash out the money real quick. Make sure you there promoting yourself, da-da-da. People don't even have that. They just see you doing it and they want to do it, thinking, oh, they doing it and I could do it. But you don't have what it takes to do this. So when I say you outworking people, that's what it is. You outworking people. Because any artist could have came up here and been tight with Mav, because he said it. He trying to get shit popping. So an artist could be up here. Yo, let me go with you to Williamsburg and help you sell your shirts. Let me man your table for you. Like, it's so many artists that come through this platform that everybody could just, you're supposed to warm up and be close to people that can take your career to the next level.
I mean, and you see it like one of the first things. I'm like, so what you got going on, man? You know,
Right.
What you got? Can I help you?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
But that's just me. I mean, even like with my videographer, when he would have other gigs, I would go out with him and be like, you need me to hold the
Boom mic or something.
thing,
Or whatever. Whatever.
I would do it just to, and it's a learning thing too.
You're right, because again, if you can't be used, you're useless.
Yeah.
So what would your videographer need you coming out to do if you ain't helping them?
I'm gonna tell you, like we're shooting Undeniable TV now.
Okay. Shout out Undeniable TV. Un is in the building on the sideline, just chilling. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But
We should have set up a mic for him and sat him down. Like, I know you
started talking.
yeah, I don't want to try to set shit. I think he could probably come and sit in here with a mic right here. You know, let's see something real quick. I would say let's go into some music, but we don't got much time left, so we want to interview Un real quick. 1 2 1 1 2. Turn his mic up. See what 1 2. I don't know. Let's check it. Test your mic. Bring that chair up here. See, look, we're going to do this. We're going to do it like we doing it for TV. You know what I mean? Look, he got to wipe his face off his shit, make sure he good. Hurry up and sit down so the cameras don't see you. Come on. Let's go. All right. Just test your mic real quick.
1 2 1 2.
Oh, there you go. Which you know that's the one?
New York
All right.
City, New York City. What's going on? Happy
All right.
grind.
That's what it is. So we here with Un. See, look, this is a special guest interview, co-hosting actually and produced by Honey De Niro, and we got a special guest Un in the building. You know what I mean? So we're gonna turn this around real quick. All right. Oh no! I did that wrong. Bing. Let me get that back. All right, boom. There we go. So Honey De Niro was just saying that you got a whole bunch of things going on. So what's up with that?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely blessed. You know, shout out to Honey. You know what I mean? Heavy grind. You know what I mean? World, what's going on, baby? I appreciate this.
Yeah, we
Couple
here.
seconds. I wasn't even expecting this, but it's,
Yeah, of
it's all
course,
good.
but that's how shit.
Know
That's
what I
how
mean?
shit happens sometimes, bro. Like it just be on some whim shit. You around, and that shit just happens like that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no
and
doubt.
this is like being at the right places at the right time.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because this episode right here is on S.STREETmedia.com. It be on GrindhardTV.com, and then I'm gonna edit it up and make it a fucking UBC TV episode on subscription TV through GrindhardTV.com.
Appreciate
so
you.
It's being at the right places at the right time and networking, and that's what it's all about.
No doubt.
So let everybody know what's up with the whole situation and all that.
Yeah, man.
Talk about it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. You know, I'm a director, producer out of New York City. You know what I mean? Born to do this shit, you heard? But in the sense of that, man, and I speak in humble, I got a new show that I'm producing called Undeniable. It's written and produced by me.
Okay.
You know, shout out to Cinnamon Tyler, one of my partners that's involved with it. It's being produced out of Unreal Entertainment. And definitely in the sense of that, man, I've been working on this project for about 5-6 years. I'm just starting to come to the front line of filming. We started filming it in March. We shot in New Jersey, Philly, and we shot in New York. Now recently when we about to shoot again, July 23rd. You know what I mean? And then we, matter of fact, we up in Street Media. If I'm right, this the 22nd. The
July
whole cast,
22nd?
July 22nd. Yeah,
Okay.
the whole cast members of the show. Love Money, Honey De Niro. We got Tim Street. We got Allure. We got Lady E. We got Honey De Niro. We got Lady Ty. It's gonna be crazy. We got Gina Baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be crazy.
So if not to really tell a plot or anything about the movie, but what is it basically about? You write the script?
Well, yeah. Well, it's written between me and two more writers out in Ohio. That wrote it in reference to me. Aspect was my concept.
Okay.
My storyline, my whole vision, and this went off my vision.
Okay, so what is it? What is it more so about?
Well, it's both, but mostly Black Men is reference to in the sense of the entertainment industry and what goes on. So basically, every artist is going through what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? They all got different problems. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Honey De Niro, you know what I mean? She's playing herself and she's playing the cop. So she's playing the op and she's playing herself.
Right.
So in that sense of that, she has to make a decision between her career of being a cop or, you know, chasing her dream and what she want to do. I'm not going to tell you what she's actually doing in the show.
Okay, you ain't got to give up too much.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got another one on there, Love Money. She got a record. You know what I'm saying? She just got locked up. You know what I mean? She's trying to chase the game in reference to being an artist. You know what I'm saying? She got family issues. She got the streets calling her. So it's kind of crazy. So they all connected to Un. Un is basically me, but it's played by Lady E. She's a female. She's playing me. She's going to be on the show, and everybody's connected to Un in some way, somehow. And basically what it is they're trying to get what they're trying to get. And what it is the main thing is in their way is themselves.
Right.
They got to move themselves out the way, and everything they're going through is undeniable.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's kind of crazy, man. It's really dealing with real serious issues in life and how your personal life, the entertainment industry, and everything around it is involving your whole life. So, you know, it was something in reference to me sitting down one day and just thinking about this, man. And I was like, you know, I really go through this, and everybody to go through it with me. I want to make something. I want people to really see it and see what it's really about.
Right.
You know, that's how it came about.
How long have you been like filming and editing and stuff like that?
Well, I've been filming from since March. So April, let me see, March, April, May. We shoot in July. So we've been shooting for like about 2.5 months this fall.
Oh, okay, but I'm talking about like period. Like, how long have you been a videographer?
Oh, I've been doing it for altogether about 7 years.
Oh, okay.
About 7 years, you know what I mean?
Kind of seasoned.
Yeah, kind of seasoned, you know what I mean? But in the sense of me being in videos and me being in movies and stuff like that, and just, you know, growing around it, man, being in the game for a while, you know, I learned some things from the legendary Ralph McDaniels, Hype Williams, Bimmy Boom, you know what I mean? The list goes on, you know what I mean? Like, they legends, you know?
Right.
If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be what you see now on TV. VH1, BET, it wouldn't be none of that. So, you know, I came from the best, and I'm blessed, and I thank God for that. You know what I mean?
So you actually worked hand in hand clap for that. You actually worked hand in hand with any of those guys, like worked with them?
Ralph McDaniels and Hype Williams.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
what's up. Hype Williams and Ralph McDaniels, they definitely contributed a lot to this culture for sure.
Right,
You know what I'm
definitely. So it definitely was a blessing just to be in a presence and pick up small things that I did pick up and learned.
Right.
You know, in the sense of being behind the camera and directing and coming with the vision and everything. You got a lot of cats, man, they be wanting to do things, and then sometimes they want to shoot this, they want to shoot this. I'm like, okay, so what's your vision? Do you have a treatment? And the first thing they be like, a treatment? What's a treatment? I said,
How the fuck you don't know what a treatment is?
I'm like, whoa, okay, well, we got to start from the beginning here. But
That's because a lot of dudes now, when they be doing videos, they just guerrilla film. They'll go in front of that bodega and they'll shoot that scene right there, and then they'll go next to a car, shoot the scene right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll go on the block or in front of their building, shoot a scene right there, and that's three scenes right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the special effects on it where the body disappears from the other body and do all of that and showing all this and put some fiery shits in there.
I like that though. Where the
Yeah.
body transforms.
Yeah.
I like
But
that.
all you got to do is use those transitions.
Decisions and right.
That's it.
And
so
that's it.
videos are made.
Okay,
And
my
if
next
you're
video, I gotta make sure my body's
yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of things
So you
going on.
shoot videos too.
Yeah, yes.
Is there anybody you shot videos for that we heard of?
Not offhand, just local people right
Okay.
now. You know what I mean? I shot some. Well, I
you
shot
shot Honey De Niro,
Honey
for
De Niro.
sure.
That ain't look. That's legendary.
Yes,
so
definitely.
yeah, definitely, most likely. You know what I mean? You say her name in the building, everybody know what it is.
Yeah.
So definitely in the sense of that, I shot her video out in Philly. I shot another artist named Lady Todd. That's my artist, signed to me. Matter of fact, she got a single coming out this summer. You know what I mean? Different elements, and she got Living My Best Life. We got another joint, Get Your Story Straight. I produced and shot every video of Lady Todd's.
Okay.
So it's crazy right there. Plus she's on the show too. So it's a lot of things, man, in reference to what's going on with everybody.
So how much more shooting do you have to do before it's all done?
I'm feeling that we shoot in July.
This July 3rd right now.
Yeah, so July, August. We should be wrapped up by, I'm figuring by September, October, the latest. Cause my thing, man, is timing is everything, man. But it's no need to be rushing if you want things to be right.
Right.
I don't have nothing against YouTube and all that, but I'm looking at bigger and better things. You heard? So my thing is, I'm looking at BET. I'm looking at in the sense of Netflix, and then plus I'm looking at Universal as well. So I'm just looking on a bigger scale, and in the sense of that, man, I just want things to be right. So me taking my time and doing it right. Of course, you could do it real quick, put it out, okay, blah blah blah, but that ain't how I wanted things to go. I wanted things to go, sometimes you take your time, it come out the way it need to come out and be big the way it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
I'll say that he's meticulous when it comes to shooting. He has a shot list. He knows how he wants the aesthetic to be. He wants it to be as original and authentic. He's not the type that we have a green screen here, so we're gonna stay on the green screen, and then this S.STREET media sign is gonna be streets. You know what I'm saying? Like we're really in the streets when he shoots.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Everything is.
A strong voice and presence on set as a director, and we gotta hit certain marks. Like it's just not okay. You're gonna stand here now, action. Like he's very, very meticulous. So I can appreciate that being a cast member.
So when you say meticulous, would you say difficult to work with, like meticulous? Because
No.
some directors, like they are so like, I want it this way, it got to be that way, and sometimes it's kind of difficult. Would you say that you're a difficult director and you want things the way you want it, and that's that?
No, not at all, man. Not at all. I'm very patient, man. My whole thing is this, man. Like, you just gotta be serious, and you gotta be dependable, and most likely, man, you gotta be dedicated. That's the only thing I ask for, man. I mean, be ready to work, get on set, know your lines, do what you need to do, and everything will fall in place. I'm not like, and then number one I do too is when I shoot, the next date we shoot, I always make like a month and a half so people can go over their script, know it, learn it, sleep it, know what to do. You know what I mean? And usually every set we did, everything was smooth. With all the ladies, you usually be some catty stuff going on. But with all the ladies, they're very talented. They're very A-list artists. Matter of fact, they all gonna be on the song for the hit show Undeniable. We go in on the 15th to start producing it. The 23rd, we go in to start filming the recording of the show. The show for the soundtrack. Shout out to S.STREET. He's one of the executive producers on my soundtrack.
So is it a series or is it a movie?
It's a series.
Okay, how many episodes?
6 episodes. We starting off.
Okay,
and then we'll take it from there. Obviously,
once it get picked up,
they say you give me 6 more. That's 12. We got that season, whatever. Yeah. It's 2 people that I really want to give a good big shout out. That's really, a big hand of this. One is my makeup artist, Jazz. Jasmine, yeah, no doubt. Like she's everything, bro. Like she's a beast, and she gives the look for the show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
How
people
she styled them.
She styles
that's
them.
That gives it a look.
They give it a look, man. A lot of people don't understand that makeup artist.
Got all white I had on, that all white face,
And that was all her.
That's all her, baby.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And she just signed to Music for Life, MFL. You know what I mean? That's my company, production company.
Okay.
And she signed on as a makeup artist, and she's doing the whole joint. Another shout out to my manager, Blaze Brooks from Cali.
Okay.
She's the one that negotiated the deal between my cast members, the show, me, the producers, the writers, everybody, man. She made every paperwork that's done. She negotiated it and got it signed.
So she's effective.
She's effective, man. And Honey Denari will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So she's in a meeting with us, so she know what it is. You know what I mean? So them two people, man, is very, very, very important, man, to this. And then an aspect, put it out there too, we do have 2 more, maybe 3 more openings for the show we casting for.
What do you mean? You need females or you need males?
1 male and 1 female.
Are y'all listening? Everybody that's tuned in on the lives, they are casting for this show. Y'all need to. How do you get in contact with you?
Well, basically, man, they can contact me at Unreal Music. The music's MUZIK, Unreal Music on IG.
Unreal Music, MUZIK at Gmail. Or
Well, that's the
Instagram?
That's the Instagram.
Okay, so
now
Unreal Music, MUZIK. That's at Unreal Music.
Right,
on Instagram.
Right, and my email is Music for Life Productions, New York City, NYC at gmail.com.
Say that again. That was a long email.
Right. Sorry. Music for Life Productions, NYC at gmail.com.
Y'all heard that. Music for Life Productions, NYC at gmail.com.
Yes, all one.
You can go to Honey Dinero on Instagram, and then you'll see all of it.
Yes, and just tag me in, and I'll take it from there. It's pretty much easy though. Hopefully,
Yo, Boss Lady Drama. I think you'll be a good fit in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to email him. You know what I'm saying, and see what's up. You got a dope look, and I think this would be good for you to be in this. So you should hit him up. I'm pretty sure he'll cast you for that role for the female in there. You know what I'm saying? She's a female artist. She's dope. She got the look. She got the the whole body work done. All that.
Word.
She got the look.
All right,
She
hit me up if you're interested. Definitely, I'd like to sit
Boss
down,
Lady
talk
Drama,
business.
Hit him up. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? See what happens from there.
Word.
You know, I listen and hear anybody, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then we have room 2 on the soundtrack. We got 10 joints that's produced already. The next joint that's going on is going to be fire.
Right.
Because it's Love Money, it's Honey Dinero, it's Gina Baby, it's Allure, it's Lady Ty, Lady E. It's gonna be honey. It's gonna be something that in the books they're gonna write about this, bro. It's fire because they all A-list artists.
Right.
Straight up, I said A-list. You know what I mean?
That's dope that y'all got the sitcom. I won't call it a sitcom, but it's a series.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got the
TV
6-episode
web series, yeah.
web series, and you got the soundtrack to it.
Yes.
So this is the music that'll be played throughout the show and
Throughout
stuff like
the show,
that.
yes.
So look at all of this exposure that artist is going to get. You're going to
Right.
get on the show. You're going to be on the soundtrack to it, and the music is going to be played throughout the show.
Yes.
So as long as you got your publishing right, you're going to be getting publishing
Right.
off the shit.
Right.
And it's mad publicity for you now. Artists, if y'all don't know about this and jump on it, then I don't know what to tell you.
And this made money jump on now. People that business-wise, and I'm quite sure World knows about this
Yes.
very much so, as well as Honey Dinero. In the sense of sometimes when you on the soundtrack, sometimes you don't make the cut for the show, right?
Right.
In the aspect, the score is the music that's in the show,
Right.
So in the sense of that, let's say you don't make the cut to the score, but you're on the soundtrack, you still get bread.
Exactly.
On the soundtrack.
Exactly.
Now if you make it to the score of the show, that means you get more bread because the song is playing in the show, even in the beginning, after, the middle, wherever it plays.
A suspenseful scene coming and your record coming, playing, a car chase is happening and your record's playing.
Right.
Like that's all a check.
That's a check.
You know what I'm saying? As long as your publishing is up.
Publishing is up and you know saying everything is right, your BMI is right, your ASCAP, whatever you use is good, then you straight.
Exactly.
But the first thing is, so we're gonna be submitting if you got stuff that you know is fire, but usually what I do is if it's gonna be for my soundtrack, we're producing from scratch.
Okay.
I don't really deal with solistic stuff because you're dealing with the producer, the writer, other people who's involved. So I just rather deal with that one individual in reference to that.
Right. Which is cool and smart because if somebody's going to be on your project, you would possibly want them to make a song that's catered to your project.
Correct.
And if they're dope artists and you're going to put them on your shit, you want to see that they're capable of doing that.
Right.
So that'll be dope. That's a dope way of really testing the waters to seeing where this artist is at, artist/actor or actress is at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus you don't want to have the hassle of their song and somebody owning a sample on their record that you now got to clear for your project because you intertwining their stuff with your stuff.
Right.
So.
Then I got to deal with the license
and all that
the
shit.
licensing and all that. And it's a whole headache sometimes, man.
Exactly. And I fully understand. So. And plus it's always good to, if you're working with a new entity and they got access to do music and put it on the visual, then you should want to make new shit. Unless your song, something that you already have caters directly to what they're talking about and it'll fit, then fine. But you should always want to make some new shit when you're dealing with a whole new entity because you want to start over fresh and be able to get that fresh money.
Right, man.
Exactly.
And my whole thing too, World, is definitely, man, I appreciate you even put me onto the platform right here, man. I appreciate everybody, man, that even gives me a second, a moment to listen to me or hear me, man. Because people get it twisted. And I want to make it very clear so people understand this. Just because you on Instagram and you got numbers and all that shit don't make you no star.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That makes your media is good. Your marketing is good. Right. That's cool. Now we're gonna see if we can actually sell you. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, Instagram is just the first part of it.
Right.
So my thing is, a lot of people be like, oh, they got numbers, so they really don't be trying to really, oh, I ain't got to do this, I ain't gonna do that. You saw my list on Instagram, it's crazy. I don't know if I even got time to talk to you.
Right.
What? Because you got numbers? Bro.
And a lot of niggas' numbers don't even be real.
Right, like what you talking about? Like, I don't get it.
You know what I mean? And then they pay for half those numbers, and then other people went to your page and seen your numbers up, and they might have followed you because they on that, oh, he's up, let me follow him too.
Right.
And it don't even really be real.
Right, and the up thing don't mean that, the up thing may pop and it do work sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Numbers, that's what it is. The world is run by numbers. We get it.
Right.
Not that I don't get it. I get it. I respect it. All right, cool. But on the other half of that, just because you got numbers, you don't knock other opportunities out your way. And I'm not saying this opportunities come from me. I don't come from anybody. Right. You be like, well, I don't want to look at that because that's small. Nah, that small thing might make me blow.
And see, I'm glad you said that because just earlier in the show, we was talking about showing love to Cardi B because she still comes to Gershwin projects. She still performs at the parking lot.
Shout out to Cardi B.
Pre-stage,
no doubt,
with the new group that she put a record on. You know what I mean? I don't know if those was her blood homies or whatever.
Right.
She just came out and showed them love, but that done so much more for her credibility than anything else.
Right. And not like she had to do that.
She didn't have to at all.
At all.
Cardi B's way bigger than the Summer Jam parking lot stage.
Right.
10 times bigger.
Right.
But the fact that she felt that it was important for her to still go there and make a cameo appearance on their song on the stage because they wasn't on the major stage.
Right.
They was on the fucking
small
parking lot stage.
Right.
On the parking lot
stage. She didn't have to get on it. Right.
Hell no, she didn't. But she came out there and she did that fucking record. And I ain't even gonna hold you. That crowd was just big as a motherfucker. It was a lot of people out there, motherfucker. So she still reached the audience for her audience, but she did not have to do her verse on that song at that location. No,
Right,
she did
correct.
not. She did not have to.
Right.
Not one bit. And I'm hoping that those guys, they really appreciate her for that. Because
Right.
her coming out there helped their credibility and their stage show, and it also helped her as well, because that shows that Cardi B's 10 toes down. She gonna come out there and help support. If she fuck
Right.
with you, she fucking
Fuck with you. Bottom line.
and she don't have to do it.
And she don't have to
she
do
can
it,
sit
bro.
up in her mansion all day and post pictures of her with Offset and her kids, and that shit'll be bigger than a lot of shit niggas is doing.
Right. Just
She
one
can't-
click,
exactly.
boom.
That's
it. That's
So for her to come out and do that, you know what I mean? That was very honorable of her.
hard to do. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Totally
just like-
respect her.
yes.
Cardi B straight up,
So
man. Love,
basically
love.
What you was saying, like, yo,
Don't-
don't think that you too big to do
be-
anything like that, because that small gesture that you make for somebody or something can do so much more for you.
for your career.
Exactly.
You know, and that's how you got to look at it, man. So nowadays, man, it's just a thing, man. Everybody that's playing a part in this, because like, you know, I'm doing the show, producing the show. Again, I'm, you know, shout out to Lady Ty. You know, I got her project coming out, the rebirth of Lady Ty.
Okay.
Then in aspect, you know, my other artist, Allure, you know, she got a single out now called 1-on-1. It's out now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's fire. It's fire. She's back in the studio soon to start producing her own music in aspect. Couple of joints. She got a couple of singles coming out. So I got a couple projects that's definitely around the world, man. That's definitely gonna move. And it's just putting it in the right, just being in the right place at the right time at the right moment, man.
Right.
You like I said, man, you can have numbers, you can have this, you could do this, you can know this person, you can have money, you could do this, but it comes down to being in the right place at the right time in front of the right person.
Yep.
That's the bottom line, bro. It's nothing behind it. I know niggas that got bread and spend money and still ate on. Right. So it really people really got to understand what this is, man. And they don't. They really
It's
don't.
more so relationships than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you be around the right people, and you can spend money, but you also got to have those right relationships.
Right,
The
right.
right relationships can make somebody pull a string for you that, you know, you couldn't have really popped off on your
Pop off at all. You know what I'm saying?
So-
That one note, man, and I always say this, man, like, you know, and me and Honey, you know, we go back and forth, and we good people, man. Like that, like I totally respect her, because she's a legend to me, bro. Like, she's a true legend. You know what I mean?
Living
Like,
legend, yeah,
You know what I mean? And like, just to have her on my show is an honor. You know what I mean? She didn't have to do that. I called up, we talked. Know what I mean? Da-da-da. She was like, yo, yeah? All right, cool. I thought she was playing it for her. When I got the phone, I was jumping up and down. Like a Honey Dare on my show. Oh my God! You know what I mean? Like, she's like, no, you cool, you cool, you know? So it's just and I look at everybody on the show like that. I totally everyone that's cast members that's on my show
Right.
are stars to me, bro. You know what I mean? That's how I look in my eye. They
Well,
stars.
they would be, because you are the director, so you have a vision for each person. You're not
Right.
just going to put anybody on the show for no apparent reason. You
Right.
see something in them to play a story that you've written.
Right.
You want them to act that person out, because when a person gets a script, they have to be that script.
Yeah, they have to
so
be
you
that, right.
obviously seen that vision in them to
Right.
be that script.
Right.
So you
Right.
see, of course, you see something in all of them, or they wouldn't
Right.
be on there. So
Right.
since we talking about that, do you see something in me? Because I'm an actor. This
Nah,
is
man, I would ask you, man, but you so big, man. I know you so busy, you're all over the places. I know time is, hey, man, but if you had the time, man, I do have something. You funny, but to be realistic, I do have something.
Well, it's up to you. If you want me to come out, I can pick a day or two to come out. We have to do all my scenes.
Right.
I can't come out places and sit around for like hours and.
Nah. Definitely. I understand that.
But I could come out for certain days. We schedule something. I really use my phone's calendar like fully, like my calendar. Like, for instance, we was talking about the whole Bronxlandia thing. In my calendar, I had go to Bronxlandia and the address for was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. I had Bronxlandia, and I didn't know who's doing Bronxlandia. I just was like, yo, all I know is, I said, I know Math is doing something today. So I want to get back to that. But I got this Bronxlandia shit on my calendar. I got to go up to the Bronx and see what this is. I put it on my calendar with the time. And
For a reason, right?
For a reason. I go up there.
That should be like that, right,
it's
honey?
math shit. It's math shit. So I'm like, great, because now I don't have to leave this early to go to nothing else, because this is the event I was supposed to be at.
Right.
But that was from me going off of my calendar. I didn't put all of the details in the calendar, but I put today, 7 p.m., Bronxlandia, such and such, White Plains, whatever the address was, in my calendar. And I knew that's where I had to be that day. If I put it on my calendar, then it's something that I have to do. So I know. I said,
you just didn't put it on there for nothing, right?
I ain't put it on. If I ain't really fucking with it, I ain't putting it on my calendar.
Right. There's no need to even put it in, right?
They say, "Oh, you busy this day?" And I look. If it ain't on my calendar, then I ain't doing it. That's it.
Right.
I went to that because I was scheduled. World pull up. I'm pulling up. And I was glad that I did.
Definitely.
Because I was able to meet some of the people that was there. Steph Lover, she did her thing hosting. You know, I didn't know she was going to be there hosting it.
What's up? Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to her.
She's a legend, boy. You heard?
And she was, you could tell she was in tune with all of the artists that was there, because, you know what I mean, she knew their music, or she knew of them and spoke highly of them and shit like that. She was real welcoming as a host.
Pleasant.
And the real Phil Jackson, you know what I mean, Trife Boss, he was hosting too, so they was co-hosting.
Nice. We outside, homie. We outside. You heard?
It was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was
No
a lot
doubt.
of artists performed, like we was talking about earlier, from Honey De Niro to Boogie Black to Nimrod to Diz the Icon to Lazarus.
Man, that's what's up.
Chambers and his crew performed. The Chambers. Rockness Monster performed. He had his clothes there. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of that. I got a lot of that footage, my guy. Oh yeah, I think I probably was going by the time they got it.
And I definitely want to say this too, man. In reference to street media, heavy drawn, man. You know, I really want to say this, and I said this, I think, about a while back. I said it to Mav, and I'm saying it to you. And I said it, and I'm saying it to you too, World. Honey was telling me about you a while back, man.
Right.
And just by, her telling me, I was like, wow, not even meeting you, I had a great respect for you already, bro.
Good looking, fam.
Great respect, and then when I met you, your whole perceive who you was, I was like, yeah, it added up. You know what I mean? Well-rounded, man. And it wasn't about, the stuff in your game you did, because you did legendary stuff and you worked with a lot of people, you know what I mean? And I respect that. But most man, you consistent, you work hard, you give people opportunity. And in a sense too, same with Mav.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? He do the same thing. He was trying to be humble. I was like, yo, Mav, man.
He be,
I'd be like, yo, man, I'm so proud of you, man. You doing your thing, this and that. He said, I ain't doing shit. I said, yo, bro, you are doing something, bro. Like, you giving people an opportunity. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Even with you, right?
Right.
Like, this is a money game now.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Niggas don't care about your vision.
Yep.
Niggas don't care how fly you are on a song. Niggas don't care how you rap. Niggas don't care about none of that.
Nope.
Nigga, we outside. The thing gonna be like, if you talking for 2 seconds, right, about your vision, the nigga that's listening to you, excuse me, let me rephrase that. The person that's listening to you,
right,
this is what they gonna happen. He didn't say anything about no money. When that's gonna come up?
Yeah,
exactly. And it could be a dope. You know what I'm saying? And the song could be hot. The video could be hot. The vision, the whole thing, the treatment, the marketing, the episode. But they can be like, okay, that's cool, but he paid that money. That's what was important. We don't care about none of that other stuff.
Right.
Same token with you. You're saying the only thing with you, bro, was this. And y'all need to listen to this. Street media and heavy grind. And I want to make it very clear to y'all.
Grindhard TV.
Sorry. Excuse me. Grindhard TV.
Grind heavy though. That's a fact.
Definitely is giving people an opportunity with reasonable prices.
Exactly.
Nothing that's killing your pockets. And what they're gonna do for you, while you pay, they're gonna enhance whatever you have. Not just take your money and say, okay, goodbye. Right. No. Would you like to do something else? We can do this. We could do that. We could do this. It's communicating and making a relationship. Because let me tell you, and I always said this, you could pay somebody, they come, they do a job.
Yep.
Okay, contractor, do it, they go. Pay them, go, that's it. Understand. But I like to, if I can, build a bridge with that individual because that bridge can run into something really big for me and that individual.
Exactly.
But if you just come out as paid and you just go, then ain't no bridge.
Right.
So with this, with Math and World, if they doing this and giving you opportunities and saying this, because you got to invest into yourself. Ain't nothing for free. You got to do that. But they will work with you.
Yep.
Just
But that's
listen,
really how
bro.
you open it. That's really how you build a bridge. You hire a motherfucker for their services and you stay in tune with them. That's it. That really is like the opening. That's like the opening toll for the bridge. You hire a nigga for his services, for what he do, and in appreciation of you using our services, now we trying to help you get to the next level because you are a paying client. You know what I'm saying? That we obviously was feeling. So now, just coming in this office alone, you're now privy to so much more than the motherfucker ever had. Because just walking in here and being on this show is on so many different platforms that so many people now eyes are on you. But aside from that, with Math sitting right next to us and him having maybe 10 events in the next month that you can be a part of.
Right.
That alone put you in a whole nother bracket
Than you was.
than you was. And sitting on my show is just one show. There's about 15 shows that's under this umbrella that you can come back for and get on and then network with all of them for all of the other extra shit that they're doing. I don't understand why artists is not like taking advantage of this. Like, it's weird to me.
Yeah, it's miss.
Yeah, you know how De Niro is.
Yeah. I think sometimes, man, like Honey said, or you said earlier, and I was speaking to this in reference to my other artist, Allure.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Allure. You know what I mean? They thinking that certain things supposed to be like
Handed to them
or given to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they think someone owes them something. Nobody don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go and you gotta get it, you gotta grind. Like I make a example real quick. I can't say the A&R name on here, but in aspect, I reached out to this A&R the other day. Big name. And then number one is, because it was a couple of A&Rs hitting Lady Ty up. And the A&Rs that was hitting her was asking for money. Okay, now check this out. And I want you to really learn this. If A&Rs are hitting you up and asking for bread, that means you need to block. That's number one. Number two, A&Rs are signed to independent or major companies that's paying them to go out and scout. Now, when they go out and scout, this is what's going on. They're even going to get paid as they're doing it from the company,
right?
Or they're going to get signed, or when you get signed, they get money on the back end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They get points off the deal of finder's fee.
Find a fee.
Or they get your
Right.
contract. So that means they will be your A&R. They're going to be in charge of your budget to get you in the studio, to get you to these promo shows, be able to book you flights and spend your money, which they have access to. And obviously some of them get paid off of it. They'll get a little salary, but they'll be in charge of your budget to make sure that your project gets done and everything that needs to be done for your project is handled and paid for properly.
Right.
So
front.
Yeah, these niggas is greedy and
sit down.
And they fronting like it's a dude out here that's doing shit like that or just
it's crazy, bro. Like
I got somebody that's in my inbox constantly.
Is it that dude the fake dude that was on Power? He always talking about Power. That dude Ahmed Rodriguez.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
no. Yeah, because if you look at it, so if you don't know, like you'll think, oh, that's radio, that's Power, But then when you look at the name, the full name, that's not the radio,
I heard he can't even use that brand no more. So and I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but that's one of the guys that I've been hearing about him a lot lately, and he can't really use certain brands that he was really using and soliciting to get artists to come,
right.
come and pay him to be in his showcases.
Right.
See, I'm not privy to those guys because I don't run around here trying to dick ride other niggas' platforms. Like I'm.
They go to showcases.
Yeah.
And then they scout artists that way, and then they have these conversations.
And
so
they'll
now what's happening through social media is, won't say the name, but you know.
Tell me, I'll say their name.
They'll, I know you will. They will, they'll inbox you. They'll DM you.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Or whatever.
Oh, I'm at such and such label, and we are interested in you. You could come and be a part of this. It's only going to cost you this much.
Much money, right? Oh, and all that, yeah.
And yo, real talk, dudes be so thirsty to like get on,
right?
That they'll do stupid shit like
Right.
that. And even me, throughout my years of being an independent artist, I've paid for certain things that I thought were legit. But after I paid, I realized, you know what, that was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And
you learn.
So you learn.
You learn.
It's a learning experience.
Learning experience.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But at this,
Right.
at
You
this
learn
point
about
right
nigga.
now,
I looked at it like you must need it.
yeah.
That's what you must really need it.
Right.
I ain't gonna front, I'm gonna
Right.
keep it a buck. Like in some of my instances, I pay like $150, $200 for certain things. Even like sometimes dudes will hit me up for graphics. Yeah, they do graphics, this and that, and I want to try their shit out, and I'll spend money with niggas, and I won't hear back from niggas. Yeah. I didn't lose. Yo, being in this game,
Yeah, they
I didn't
fucked the game
spend
up.
a lot of money
right.
on certain things, and this one now, I got everything I need in house.
Right. And right. And that's why.
A nigga call me with some fuck shit, fuck you, get out of here. Yeah.
Right. And that's what. Right.
Now more so than ever because you got everything at your fingertips.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, back in the day, you really didn't. You had to go on word of mouth. You might want to try a website, but if somebody approached you like, yo, I do such and such, a word, then you meet with them, and then okay, then you doing the business, and then it don't really pan out.
Right.
And
Right.
with social media, the internet, you can do your due
Diligence. Right. Who's who?
But people's not.
Facts.
People's not doing that due diligence.
Right. And that's what I did. And that's what I did with this individual because the person I was talking about maybe 6 months earlier, he was in an interview and he was talking about Atlantic Records. Mm-hmm. So when I saw it and the things that he was saying, and then 6 months later, now the date that I'm looking at now was the same thing he was saying. So it added up in both ways in a reference to, and I knew it was him an aspect of that.
Right.
So when I saw that, I said, okay, this is real. Because in a sense, man, sometimes, man, excuse my French, but you can get caught up in some fucking
Of course.
That's unnecessary,
This
man.
business is a fuckery business.
And let me tell you something.
It's a fuckery business.
Y'all niggas, let me tell you something. Y'all niggas that's doing graphics, y'all niggas, your engineers, y'all niggas that's booking niggas in your studios, right? And y'all doing studio time, and the niggas is paying for their money, right? Now they gotta come back and they gotta book some more hours, okay? Because they gotta come down and mix and master. All right, cool, or mix or whatever.
Right.
Now you now you was dumb enough not to put all their stuff on a hard drive, not the master session. So now they gotta come back and get it, but now you don't got it because you gotta make room for the next person to come in and do their joint. But now you deleted their shit. So now, same with graphics. Like you said, like Will said, give me my money, I don't hear nothing from you. I don't hear nothing. Let me tell you something. See, knowing your information is on media and this business that we in called the entertainment industry, everybody know everybody. Right. So if you come into one of these events and somebody knows somebody and you may be there and somebody and then you bump into somebody, then it might not be it might not be that pretty for you.
Exactly.
So stop. I respect you trying to make your money. I respect that, homie. But respect people because they work hard for their grind and for their money, man. Exactly. Stop doing that fuckboy shit because that shit ain't cool, homie. That's not cool at all. Respect people, man. Don't try to do the fast or this, that. If somebody's connecting with you, have enough respect to communicate with them, get back to them, email, text, whatever. We live in a world now.
Too. A lot of niggas is in this just for the money grab. Like for instance, like
niggas living dangerously,
dudes will hit you up. Dudes will hit you up. Them niggas is in Africa, And they talking
Oh,
about,
well,
they can
yeah, that's different, right.
I
I ain't think about that, honey, right. That's a whole other
and then
world,
you send
right.
niggas some Cash App money.
Somebody got my cousin like that, but I tracked their ass down when they were in Africa.
See? Yo, I'm telling you, it be like
Get
that.
that
Niggas
ass
be in
back,
different
boy,
states,
yeah.
niggas be in Africa, and they just know how to like coerce people and hound you. It's like, you ever notice, like, soon as you post something and it's dope, so many posts come up promoted
yes.
on this, promoted it, then DM
This,
me.
yeah,
then,
DM
like,
me
what-
this. I be knowing that
Who the fuck
shit,
is
bro.
you that's watching my page so hard that every time I post something, you telling me to promote it on this other page? No, you take it and promote it on that other page.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promote my post on other page because I want the hits for my page.
Right.
Why am I promoting it on
On
that
your
other
page, right.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad scam shit. People just gotta understand, man, and you just gotta have
Posting
a budget.
on your,
you know what I
me
mean?
posting it on yours, how's that helping me?
Word. And if you fail the plan, then you're gonna plan. You planning to fail.
Right.
That's just what it is. Put
Just
your
some
budget,
knowledge.
put your budget money aside for what you want to promote. If you putting out a new single, put a budget aside of what you want to do far as marketing and promotions for that single. Put that aside so that every time you go to get on somebody's show or podcast or whatever, and they have a fee, you know what's in your account for that single to promote it.
Right.
Keep your rent money and all that shit aside from the money that you using to promote that record, because you have to market it. It has to be a budget to market it. You could say, oh, I'm going in the studio. I'm going to do this. I'm going to shoot this video. You could do all of that. But if you don't have money put aside to market that record, who the fuck is going to know about your video or your fucking shit? Unless your shit
Facts.
just go viral out of nowhere, which who knows how that's going to happen.
It's not enough.
How that's gonna happen? Like, you don't know if it's gonna go viral. You don't know. It's funny. It's crazy because I just was with the D'Amelios and Dixie just said it. She said, no, Charlie said it. They was asking her a question on some show, and she was like, yo, you have to be well versed in a lot of stuff. Now, Charlie, she's the girl that blew up on TikTok. They was
Right.
the biggest family on TikTok. The only person that's bigger than her now on TikTok is the guy that does this. Like, every time they show shit, he'll do something simple and then go like this, the black guy.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that's bigger than her on TikTok.
Wow.
She's the biggest person on TikTok. I just was out with dinner with them the other day.
Nice.
She
nice.
was telling everybody, you have to be well versed. You have to know how to do a lot of different things because you don't know what's going to go viral. You don't know that you put this out if it's going to make it. You want it to, but you don't know.
You don't know. It's like a hit.
don't
It's
know.
like doing a song. You don't know what song is going to be the hit.
You don't know what's
know.
going. You could hear it and say, "Oh, it's a hit."
Hit, but
it
you
could
don't
be
know.
that one that you didn't like that
Right.
much, that hit. Like Cardi B even said it.
Right,
she
right.
said she put 60 and 50,000 into all of them other records, but when Bodak Yellow hit, she didn't know that was the one.
Right.
It just was the one.
Right. And you know something else too? Rest in peace. B.I.G. all day, every day. You heard? Legend. Check it out. Juicy. He didn't want to do that
He didn't-
song.
yeah, he didn't like
He didn't
that.
want to do it. Yo, Puff, what is this, man? You trying to make me
trying to make me a sucker rapper?
sucker
Like,
rapper
fuck
or
outta
something,
here,
nigga?
nigga.
Like,
Puff
we
was
think
like,
I'm
yo.
Barry White?
He was
He
like, take that.
Just do it, man. Just yo, just do it, man. All right, Puff, go ahead, man. Let me roll one up. Let me smoke. Check it out. It was the biggest one he ever did and made him who he was. Like he said, World has said, you don't know what's going to be a hit.
Exactly.
You may think you know, but you don't know.
Exactly.
And look what happened. So you got to be versatile. You got to be able to do this, that, this, that. So,
$1 million to make it a hit.
Right.
right, unless you got to make it a hit. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what the dude from QC said. One of the label guys. He said, "Yo, it takes at least $200,000 to take a record off. 200,000." And QC, he's the guy behind City Girls, Migos,
Yeah.
a bunch of artists that's huge.
Right.
He said you have to at least invest $200,000 in promo and marketing dollars for one record.
song.
Even though that one song could change your life, that's about around the frame that you have to do. Unless miraculously
Please.
your shit goes viral and you know how to finesse the situation. Because everybody don't know how to finesse going viral.
Right.
Motherfuckers go viral off of some stupid shit and they don't know how to capitalize.
to capitalize
and
on
network
it.
with the right people and get the right endorsement deals to do things and invest money back into their shit to
Right.
make it happen.
To make it happen, right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. And niggas fuck that up.
Right, because at that moment, you got to catch it. When that
Yes.
wave come, homie, you got to catch that wave.
Yes.
That wave is moving, you heard?
Yep.
So you got to catch it right then and there. You can't just sit on it. And another thing is, see, and shout out, and this is respectfully, and I put them on my post yesterday, you know, saying, you know, Dreamlight Gang, GLG, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Murder, what's up? Shout out to 50. You know what I mean? Uncle Murder's on tour with 50 right now.
Yeah,
so let me
in
tell you
Europe.
something. Right, all over. Now, Murder's my man. I mean, he from Brooklyn, but he just he was in his career, he was out in Queens with some people I know, and he was doing his thing, trying to get on. And deals he had, you know, with Rough Riders, with Jay-Z, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, then come through Kanye West, and then he finally got on. But I remember the conversation that he was having in 50. And 50 said to him at the time, he was getting ready to sign Uncle Murder. But at the time, Unc didn't know, he said, just because the hood is shouting you out, just because the hood is moving you, that don't mean you know how to move a song. To move a song, you have to be able to move a song across the whole country.
Exactly.
The whole world. Moving one song.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't understand at the time. Later on, he understood. Look where he's at now. You know what I'm saying? So these people don't understand. Like I said again, just because you have numbers on IG doesn't mean you know how to move a song, a record. Artist development. You might come and do a hit. In one hit, you moving, you shaking. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know something? When you got that hit, you running so fast, you making money, interviews, videos, this touring, money, this chicks, all types of shit is happening.
All type of distractions.
You on jets, you flying, all shit.
You on jet skis.
But check this out, right? now, nigga, now you got to come back, right?
Yeah.
And check it out. You even gotta repeat what you just did, or make yourself bigger, right?
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, right?
Then you're lackluster than what you already put out.
Right, because you have no artist development to redo it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to know, okay, cool, I gotta keep making these fucking hits, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop like speeding. Stop speeding. Slow down some. Stop speeding, my nigga.
All right,
You know what I
look,
mean?
Yeah.
Respectfully.
See, we already
Let me be quiet, bro.
I
I'm
ain't
sorry,
even
my
gonna
bad.
front. No. We wanted to get what you're saying, but I just got it from the producer. Our time is up. We already. I didn't realize we was like talking for that much. I didn't even do a music segment. Nothing. We was getting so deep with shit.
Into a
But
shit word.
just tell everybody your Instagram and everything again. So
Yeah,
that,
again, man. Unreal Music, man. Music is MUZIK. Hit me up, man. I'm there. Tap me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna hit you back. You heard?
You know what I mean? We got Honey De Niro, the official Honey De Niro.
Honey De Niro, what's
You know
up?
what I'm saying?
Peace, one love. You heard?
Producing the show today. That goes to show you when you come in and you grind and you put your foot down, 10 toes down, you be involved with whatever it takes to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all artists need to learn that shit. She's a veteran sister in the game doing her thing.
Legend.
Step back in the game after taking a 2-year hiatus and in the mix of right now, some of the biggest independent companies right now. S.STREET Media, Grindhard Tv, we some of the biggest independent motherfuckers out here right now, whether y'all choose to stink it or not, but she just stepped right back in the motherfucking luxuriousness of, you know what I'm saying, like she was never gone. Y'all artists need to be doing that shit, for real. You know what I mean? And I'm your boy, Worldarama. This is Grindhard TV podcast on S.STREET Media. You already know what it is. Every Sunday, 4:30 to 6:30. Today we did 5 to 7. We switch up time sometimes. That's what we do. But we're going to be back next week with more. Shout out to my guests right here. And all you artists, go back and rewatch the show and see where you can reach him at to get fucking casted for his movies or his sitcoms and shit like that and his TV series.
Undeniable, boy. It's gonna come out, my nigga. Y'all gonna be featured with Honey De Niro, Lady Ty, everybody love money, Lady E, Gina Baby, Allure. It's gonna be on, my nigga. You heard? And hopefully my man World's coming to the set.
Yeah,
you heard?
I've definitely write me some shit. I'll come up in here and act my ass off. You already know what it is.
Love New
My
York
guest
City.
will
We
be
in the
here.
building. You heard? We
Big old
outside.
fact. It's your boy Worldarama, Grindhard TV podcast. We out. See y'all next week.